Hello everyone, welcome to Grade 10 Exam Preparation webinar. With just 2 days left for your exam, this session will help you understand the exam pattern, the time management strategies, common mistakes to avoid, and last minute preparation tips to score well. Now let's start the session. So standard or basic mark distribution, children. Here we have unit name and marks. Each chapter carrying how many marks? It is same for standard and basic. So only thing is basic will be easy and standard is also easy, but you have twisted questions in standard paper. So you have to focus more on that. Here we have 6 marks for number system. For algebra we have 20 marks and coordinate geometry we have 6 marks. Geometry we have 15 marks. Trigonometry 12 marks. Mensuration 10 marks. Statistics and probability having 11 marks. In total we have 80 marks. So let us see in detail. So children, here question paper pattern is, you have in section A multiple choice questions. So you will have 20 questions, each carries 1 mark. So you will be getting 20 marks. And short answer questions, you have 5 questions, you will get 10 marks. So each carries 2 marks. And short answer questions, you have 6 questions, 6 threes are 18 marks. And long answer questions, you have 4 questions, each carry 5 marks, it is 20 marks. So case based questions, you have 3 questions, each carry 4 marks, you will get 12 marks. In total we have 80 marks. So this is question paper pattern, children. So it is very important, time management. So you should be very careful here. So section A 1 mark. So here we have MCQs and assessment and reasoning questions. So MCQs you have 18. So if you spend 2 minutes for each question, you can give 36 minutes here. And here 2 questions assessment and reasoning, you have 2 questions, same 2 minutes for each question. Here we have 4 minutes. And coming to 2 marks questions, you have 5 questions. So each question is carrying 4 minutes. If you spend 4 minutes time, you can give 20 minutes for very short answer questions. And short answer questions, you have 6 questions, 5 minutes per each question if you spend. So 30 minutes. And long answer questions, you have 4 questions, 10 minutes per question if you spend, it will be 40 minutes. So case based questions, children, here you have 3 questions, 10 minutes per each question, 30 minutes. So you should manage your time properly. If you manage here like this, you can have revision time 20 minutes. In this time you can check your all questions where you have kept formula wrong or any conclusion is missing or any unit is missing, any formula is missing. You have to be very careful while checking. So like this you have to plan your time. So total time is 180 minutes. And here if you have any question doubt, it is taking more time, just skip it, leave some space and go to next question. There is no issue, but try to keep in order. How to write a complete solution? See children, here you have to write the given information first. See, here you have to write given information, then figure. So in this case we have figure. Next, to find or to calculate or to prove that. So we are not proving here, here you are finding. So you have write given information here, you have drawn figure here, second step, and then here what are you doing? Here you are calculating, you are writing the given information from the right angle triangle, ladder is the hypotenuse. So whatever is there from the figure, you have written the data, and then you wrote formula here. Here we have used Pythagoras theorem. So fourth step we have done here, and then substituting or simplifying calculation. So in this part we are doing calculation, but you should be very careful, children. So this is the thing we have to follow, and then conclusion statement with units. So we have to write conclusion for all questions. In some questions we have units, you should be very careful. If it is meters or centimeters, that should be clear. You should write very clearly, because you should not lose at least half mark here. So if you do like this, you will get full marks. So this is the pattern you have to write, how to write a complete solution. So do's and don'ts, it is very important. So here we have the question, same question we have. So data we have written, given information, draw the diagram, so write the relevant formula. So we have already discussed here. So substituting the values, and then we have simplified, and then we have written the conclusion with the unit. So this thing you have to do, children. More do's are there. So use single color pen, either blue or black. See children, here we have used blue color, you can use a black color, but any one color. Don't use multiple colors or sketch pens, anything. See here, do not use multiple colors in the answer script. Avoid using sketch pens, glitters, not even using different colors for heading and content. So for headings also, don't use any glitters, no need to highlight. everything should be with blue color or black color. Don't mix blue and black also. Use any one color. So maintain margins on all slides if they are not drawn printed on the answer script. If it is paper is given, if they are not drawn, just you draw here. See children here. So we have to draw the borders. So maintain margins on all sides. So on 4 sides we have to maintain margin. While drawing diagrams, you must always use a pencil. We know that anyhow we will draw with pencil. That is basic thing you have to remember. So it would keep your answer sheet simple and would also give you time to write more. So see here. So you have to use only pencil with for diagram. So what are do's here and what are you should not do. So what you should do, write neatly and legibly answers, ensuring that your handwriting is clear and easily readable. So whatever you're writing, if you write clearly, you should write very same uniform you have to maintain. So your handwriting should be very clear and use a consistent and comfortable handwriting style throughout your answer sheet. So in first page how you are writing, at last page also try to write same thing, because after doing 3 to 4 pages you will focus on time and you will do fastly. Don't scribble or whatever you want. That should be, you should not write overwritings there. If you are doing anything, just cut it and write neatly. And don't decorate or overwrite the answer script. So don't overwrite, just now I said. So you should not overwrite. If you are writing 48, don't write again 32 on that same number. Just cut it and write new number. Whatever the correct answer is there, you should write at right side. Just write from left to right. Don't make mistakes in copying the numerical digits from the question. It is very, very important, children. You will do all the question correct according to your number. But in question, some different number is there because you are copying some wrong number. That makes the whole sum wrong. But according to your hard work, you have done correctly. In place of minus, if you are not writing minus 32 and you are doing 32, then whole sum will be wrong. So it pains a lot. So avoid errors in answer scripts. So copying the problem wrongly to begin with. So you should be very careful while copying the data from the question. Writing a wrong number, just now I told you should not write wrong number. With signs also, just copy same number, dropping a negative sign. So you should see the signs properly and copy it exactly. Sloppy handwriting. So handwriting you should maintain properly. It should be very clear. They should understand. Not following the directions. You should follow the directions whatever they have. Now what we have discussed, given data, information, diagram, and whatever the formula, steps, conclusion. It should be very clear. Mistakes in basic calculation. So in arithmetics and geometry, wherever you are having that basic calculation mistakes, you should be very careful while doing minus into minus or plus into minus, or while multiplying or adding negative signs. So many students will do mistakes here. They will do minus 7 is there, and if you have 10, they will do 10 minus 7, you will get 3. But sometimes if it is minus 10 and 7, there also you will write 3. Minus 10 plus 7 is minus 3, because bigger number is having minus 10. So this minute thing, it will affect your all steps down. In first 3 steps you will do correct, but in 4th step in calculation if you do wrong, it will give whole sum wrong. So be very careful. Misunderstanding a concept and hence using an incorrect method to solve. So you should understand the concept properly and use correct method. So for that sum, any particular sum is having particular method, you should use that particular method only. You should not use some other method. You should understand properly. Tips to get high score in mathematics. Understand the importance of each unit or chapter. You should be very careful. You should understand that concept. It is important. So you should be very careful while writing all the steps. Have a strong foundation fundamental mathematical concept of previous classes. So in basics, you should be very clear. You should follow that wherever the identity is there while applying the formulas and anything. You should recall that all formulas, and wherever the concept is there, you should remember it properly and you should apply it. Focus on core topics such as algebra, geometry, and mathematics. So you should focus on these main topics where you do mistakes. For some students, it will be easy and first chapter will be tough. For some students, fourth chapter will be tough. So wherever the concept is difficult for you, you should focus on that and you should be very careful and write carefully. Use NCERT textbooks or the basics for the exam, CBSE exam. Use exemplar questions, reference books, or online resource for additional practice. Solve previous year question papers. Practice time management while working through papers. So overall, you should be very careful about your questions. You should practice all NCERT questions, exemplar questions, and our RT Sharma questions. Whatever you feel which topic is easy and which topic is difficult, you know. So where you feel difficult for each individual, it is different. So you should focus on that and practice more. Important areas to be focused. Practice all the questions which are in the textbook. Just now I told all the questions from textbook you have to do, and exemplar problems, optional exercise problems. It is very important, children. You have to do that also. Practice all questions which are given in our questionnaire. So in our questionnaire, this all will be combined, and you can do all previous year questions, everything they will filter and they will do that. You can do all these questions from questionnaire. Our material is collaboration of questions related to textual, PYQs, exemplar, and reference books. Just now I told. So it is collaboration of all these questions. If you do our questionnaire properly, you will get full marks. Important tips for section A. See, children, it is very important. You should write question number, option, and answer. So write all the questions in order. That thing you have to keep order 1, 2, 3, 4 order you have to keep. Write answers as well as the options for safer side. You will write the answer and option. Don't split section A in parts. It is very important thing. You should not split some questions here, 4 to 5 you are writing here, and again 9th question, and again 14th. You should not maintain that. If you don't know, just leave it like that and go to next question. See here. See, we have first question, option, and answer. For safer side, you should write answer also. Same order we are maintaining. See, we not missed any order. Suppose if you are not getting the 13th question, just leave it like this and keep 14, 15, 16. And for 19th, 20, this is having the order, option, and answer. Same for all. And for 19th question also, assertion and reasoning questions also, if you are writing B, write that both assertion A and reason R are true, and reason R is not the correct explanation of assertion A. So you should be careful here. You should write the answer also here with option. Tips for section B, C, and D. So we have discussed already. Write the given data. You have to write the relevant figure. According to the question concept, it will be from the each chapter, each individual chapter having different concepts. So, but you should follow the steps same like this: given data, information, and then figure or whatever they're required to prove. Then you have to write the. You should follow the body rule. So write the relevant formula, substituting the values, simplify, and write conclusion with units beside it. So these are the rules you have to follow, children. Then only you will get marks for each individual. If you are getting wrong at simplification part also, if you are doing given information correct, formula correct, for that also you will get marks if you keep in order. This thing you should remember. So important tips for section E. It is very important. Case based questions. So read the question carefully and underline the important sentences. So many students will do this some more times. They will spend more time. So to avoid that, I am giving one tip for you. While reading the question, just underline the important sentences. By that you will save your time. Required for solution questions by which you can save your time. Write the complete solution and show the calculation. So write the complete solution and show the calculation properly. For 1 mark question, here we have split the question. So for 1 mark question, try to write the 2 steps as the marks get distributed for the steps. For 2 marks question, likewise write the steps in 3 to 4 steps. So according to that question, you should write very carefully. For 1 mark question, how many steps are required, you have to write. Then for 2 marks, and you will have option also. So basing on that, if you know that option question also, try to write if you have time. See here, we have an example here for this section E. So question is given, first question 1 mark. So 1 mark for first question, and second question 1 mark. So you should write carefully. See here, up to first question is up to here. Second question, so for these 2 questions you will get a 1 mark each. Then for third question, we have this option. If you know this question, it's good, or else you can go with this question. According to your find the value of x, the length of the side of tile by factorization method. Either this question you can do solve the quadratic equation for x using quadratic formula. So if you are comfortable in using quadratic formula, you can use this method, this sum or this one. If you know both, well and good. You should write this sum and this sum. So basic plan for next 2 days. So glance entire NCERT once. You have to check all NCERT questions once, and then spend some time on case based questions, assessment reasoning questions, and long answer questions. So children, very careful. You have to spend more time on this because you are losing marks in this assessment and reasoning questions only. So if you in exam time, if you read question properly, spend 1 minute or 2 minutes extra, but exactly check the reason and what is the assertion. Exactly you have to check the question and then only you should write the answer, because you should not lose marks here. To get full marks, you should focus on this. Only in these questions only top students are missing 1 or 2 marks here. So be cautious. And then long answer questions. You have options and you have to be very careful here. Solve 1 to sample papers to analyze your speed and accuracy. So previous year question paper you have to take and check your accuracy and speed once. And finally, sleep well one day before your exam. So this concludes our session. So manage your time properly, write the given information, check the calculations, and use time wisely. All the best for your exam center. Thank you.